Hi everyone, this is Aishwarya once again and welcome to the channel. I hope you guys have been watching the videos and you are actually enjoying all of those videos and it's of help to you and your friends. So if you're really enjoying the videos, please ensure that you like, share and subscribe to the channel and share these videos with everyone who is looking or planning to start their GRE GMAT preparation or in fact going abroad. Just to let you know guys, I also do a Instagram live, okay, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. and the channel is Cat King Study Abroad on Instagram. So every 7 p.m. IST on Wednesday, I do an Instagram live session. So you guys can also join that session. And coming back to today I'm going to talk to you about very crucial topic. A lot of students struggle with it, think about it twice, don't get to conclusion. And the topic is that should you be reappearing for your GRE or GMAT? Okay, so a lot of times students have this question. So, for example, you started preparing and you got your scores. So, for example, you got say 305 or 3010 out of 340 in your GRE, or for that matter, you got a 600 on your GMAT. Okay, and a lot of times students think that whether I should appear again, because for you guys, for everyone, it's also an investment. Okay, it's not a very cheap exam. Like for GR you spend around about 15-16,000 rupees, and for GMAT you again spend about 18,000 rupees, right? So it's an investment. And once you give these exams, whatever your score is, whatever score final score is, or whatever the best score is, okay, out of the times you give the exam, it is valid for the next 5 years. So even if you're not planning to go immediately, or you have some other plans, or for some reasons you couldn't go, so your best score is going to be valid for the next 5 years from the time you have given the exam, whether it is GRE, whether it is GMAT. Okay. Now, as I was telling all of you guys that all the people who are planning to go abroad in fall 2022, okay, not fall 21. 21 is this August, fall 2022, whether in January, that is January 22, or in August or September 22. Okay, all the people, if you start your preparation from right now onwards, all the people who are in third year of your engineering and all the people who are in second year of your non-engineering courses, if you start your preparation now and if you're aiming like a really high score of 325 plus in GRE and 700 plus in GMAT, so this is the ideal time, because you would be able to judge yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Okay, this is my weak section. I'm not very good at vocabulary, or verbal is something which I'm struggling with, or my quants is not good. Oh my god, GMAT critical reasoning is something I need to work on. So if these are the things that you are confused, so you will have that much amount of time to actually prepare. And once you give your exam, say somewhere around, this is January going on, and somewhere around, say, you give your exam in May and June, and then you feel that oh, okay, I got say 310, but I was aiming 320. But if I prepare for like 1 month more, now I know the entire exam and I could get a 325 plus. Okay, so if that's the case, then you should obviously appear for the exam. I know I've been talking about this a lot in my videos that once you give your GRE or GMAT, only 30% depends on your scores and 70% depends on how you do the applications. Your overall profile, your holistic development is what these people are looking for. Okay, but the higher the scores, the better the chances. That is also there. So that is why I ask all of the people to plan in advance, so that the earlier you plan, you would have chance or time to give a second attempt also. Okay. Sometimes like if you are getting say 300 and you think that if you prepare for one more month and if you get somewhere around 305, if you can study for some more time, appear for the second time, and you can get +5, then you should definitely go for it, because it makes a lot of difference when you are actually going to apply and shortlist universities, and when I talk about the competition there and with your applications. So 300, 305, a person getting 305 and 310, if you can get a 5 plus increment, you should definitely apply. I understand it's a 15,000 more investment, but look at it from a long point of view. This is ideally your master's is going to be the last degree that you're going to do. Very few people are going to do a doctorate or later on and so forth. So you have to do it from a reputed university, a good college. You have to get onto a good college, take a good course, and later on that everything depends on ROI. So you have to get a good ROI once you get a job also. So all of these factors, if you weigh them down, if you think that you can give the second attempt and you can get +5, a minimum of +5, if you can get more than that, nothing like that, then you should definitely appear again for your GRE and GMAT and spend that amount, because later on in the longer run, when you think about it, you're going to earn in dollars, so that is not going to matter. But it can matter to, from a university which is at a number 20, you can get to a university which is at number 10. So that is where all the difference lies. So if you think that that can make the difference, so go for it. And most important part, plan in advance. If you start thinking about giving a GRE somewhere around June, and you have to give, like, you would take at least 3 months of preparation, July, August, September you are giving, and that time you also have to prepare for TOEFL, IELTS. You would not have time even if you want to give it twice, and you could have got the score. Okay, so best time is now. Give your GRE, start with your applications early, so that by next year October, early application scholarship deadlines, we can actually apply and we can ace it to the top universities. If you still have any questions, queries or doubts, do drop in your complete name, email ID, contact number on catkingsstudyabroad@gmail.com, and we can set up a Zoom session and I can take it ahead from there. And for all those people who are interested in buying the course, I have been doing video on how does the dashboard looks like and what's the cost. You can check that video out, and there is a link of the course given below. You can get onto the course and get onto the mentorship session with me. This is Aishwarya signing off. Please do hit the bell icon and like, share and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye. I'll see you guys in the next video.